gravity is one thing that I
You're
wanted
still
to talk to
hooked
you.
up on gravity.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm always hooked up on gravity. Because
As you should be.
well, since we've talked last, I've been reading a lot about it, and one of the things that confuses me the most is that we don't really understand what gravity is. We know its effects. We can measure them. We know how to measure them. We know what that mass is involved, but we don't really know what gravity is.
There's a similar question in the book, but they got a little more philosophical than you just did. But they both lean philosophical. It's science can describe how gravity works, but can they describe why it works?
Can we?
So this is the how-why
Yeah.
duality here. And allow me to just answer it from a how-why point of view, and then we can apply it to gravity after I say that. In science, if we can describe how something works and predict its future behavior, we claim to understand it and we move on. You can ask deeper questions about it. Why is there gravity? What is the meaning? What is the purpose? And go ahead, but I'm good with what I've done, and I can land a spacecraft on Mars inside of a crater in a hole-in-one using my understanding of gravity, so I'm pretty good with it, okay? So I'm not distracted by the more philosophical side of that. Why does it work? Okay. Einstein, so Newton was deeply puzzled by how you can have something called, in which he coined the phrase, action at a distance, okay? He wrote down the equation that worked. He wrote down the equation. The moon goes around the Earth, Earth goes on the sun, the moons of Jupiter go around Jupiter. He accurately described that with his equations of gravity. Okay. He said, one day I think we're going to find some way that they're connecting to each other, but I don't know what that is right now, but I know my equations work. He called it spooky. It was spooky to him. That's his word. Spooky action at a distance. All right. Fast forward 300 years. 300? No. Fast forward 230 years. Get to Albert Einstein. Gravity is the curvature of space and time. And you're moving on the curvature of that fabric. That's gravity. Oh my gosh, is it even a force then? Is it even... So there's no need to think of it as an action at a distance. And in a phrase first uttered by, I think it was John Archibald Wheeler, a student of Einstein. And I learned relativity from John Archibald Wheeler. In fact, that's where I met my wife, in relativity class in graduate school. It's space. So matter tells space how to curve. Space tells matter how to move. Gravity really is the curvature of space and time. That gets us the Big Bang and everything we've ever known and loved.
The curvature of space and time, but it's also based on mass, right? It's based on the amount of mass.
Any concentration of matter and energy or energy will curve the fabric of space and time.
And the more mass,
and
the
the
more
movement
gravity.
of matter on that fabric of space and time, we call gravity.